Craft Love. Welcome to my channel, and I'm so glad that you could be here for this month's edition of the YouTuber Hop called Let's Get Organized. This month we'll be talking about how we organize our scrapbook paper collections and all the little bits and pieces that go along with it. And I think it'll be really interesting to see what everybody else does and see what I do. So come along, see what I do, and I hope that you'll join me every month to see a new aspect of how to organize something else in our scrapbook and paper collection supplies. I also have a craft room tour video, one for each month, January through April. And so those are pretty short. They're roughly 10 minutes each, and you can see a little bit about how I've changed things in my craft room as I've changed how I work in my craft room. I hope that you'll go check those out. I'll have a playlist at the end of the video for that. And be sure to stay along for the end of the video to catch a special announcement about a couple of other special YouTube hops going on in the month of May. Thanks so much. Enjoy this little hop. Okay, so this month for the Let's Get Organized Craft Room Organization Hop, we are talking about how do we organize our paper collections, plus all the little bits and pieces that come along with them, or that you can get to go along with them, like the ephemera and things like that. So I recently decided to change what I do, and I decided to sort everything by designer, and it's working so far pretty well for me. Most of my videos I have to pretty much show what I am using. It's good to give credit where it's due, right? So I have this tower of ephemera and stickers, and I have it sorted by designer, and I recently used my amazing label maker, and I mostly have ephemera and stickers in here, and you'll see I sometimes throw some extra bits and pieces of paper. Pink Fresh, yeah, I actually used to have all the Pink Fresh in one drawer, and like these where I gutted a piece of paper and I know it's Pink Fresh and we do a hop called Pink Fresh Friday, I just put that in there because it's easier to keep track of it when it's in the drawer with the pieces. I'm lucky enough that I really don't have such a large stash at this point. See, I have some papers in there, Simple Stories. Cocoa Vanilla is all the paper is in here too. I don't have such a large stash at this point that I can't maintain it like this. I know people have been collecting for a lot longer than me. And so they might have a bigger stash and harder to control it this way, but this works for me. Before I had paper all in one bin, and everything else had like ephemera in one bin. It was very generic. I've always had a page box just for solid paper. So you can see my bits, even the scraps are in there. I don't know what the bottom thing is. Oh, that's just an envelope full of scraps. And then this bottom one is Tim Holtz and 49 to Market because I was running out of bins, and I decided I had kind of a smaller collection of these two, so I decided to just kind of bundle those together. And then I also have this tower of drawer things, and I've labeled this based on, I've actually sorted out my paper scraps into larger scraps, medium, and small. And then here's another box that's kind of random ephemera pieces. These don't really go with any specific. If they do, I don't have enough to warrant having an entire box for it. And then this is kind of random stickers. So I've sorted things out as best I can based on designer. And then that little tower and this tower so far are how I'm sorting out my ephemera pieces. Now, the actual paper, that is sorted by designer in another area. And I don't buy necessarily the full collection all the time, although I have started doing that with Simple Stories collection kits. So let me jump over there and show you that. Okay, so here is my paper stash. And yes, it is a very limited stash at this point. I've only been scrapbooking since August, and I happen to have access to an entire warehouse full of scrapbook paper whenever I need it. So I don't really stash a lot of paper, but I have this crate. I got it at probably Joann's or Michael's. It is a little bit longer than most crates, than like the most of the crates you'll see. It's like more like a legal size crate, I guess. But it just has standard file folders hanging in it, and I've sorted everything in here loosely by designer also. In the front here, hello kitty cat. I have a pad of paper from Chamel. These are kind of random. I keep some of these cutouts in here. This is kind of my random folder. Kaisercraft kind of all bunched together. And then I have a whole folder just for Vicky Booten. She's my faves. I have a folder just for like other American craft designers, which is a lot of people. I mean, Chamel is in there, Amy Tan. I don't have a lot of ephemera that goes with these people, but that's why they're all in a separate, just kind of all in one folder together. I have a whole folder just for simple stories. And then I have a Maggie Holmes folder. I have a Tim Holtz book. And then I have an Echo Park folder. Oh, and then Paige Evans has her own folder in the back here because I have a bunch of hers. Oh, and Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh has its own. So I do have a folder to match each of the drawer people. I don't have one for 49 and Market because I only have like one sheet of paper from them, even though I do love them. And so that is how I keep my paper sorted right now. It could change, but I don't keep the paper with the collection necessarily. I tend to have more paper than I do extra pieces that go with the collection at this point. So I'm not that worried. It's not that hard to just go and grab things from that designer if I'm working with it. Like if I'm working with Vicky Booten, I'll probably just pull out her drawer that goes with her ephemera and her stickers and take those out. I don't mind mixing and matching between different designers. I just like having them sorted that way because that's how I know who the designers are, and that's how I know my supplies, because that's how I learned to buy them. So so that's how I sort my paper that goes along with the ephemera. I hope that you enjoy all the other people on the top and that you learn a whole bunch. I know I will. Bye. We will be having 2 special hops to celebrate our YouTube milestones. I reached 500 subscribers, so we'll be having a hop on May 20th here on my channel and a whole bunch of other folks' channels. And then Joanne Bartel is celebrating 1,000 subscribers on May 23rd. So thanks so much and have a wonderful day.